Yo, 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 it is 11:29 p.m., 8/8/2020. Okay, so we are going to get started with USD Mexico. Damn. I got USD Mexico on here, so we're going to get started with USD Mexico. Just quick little breakdown on this, show y'all what's going on with USD Mexico. So one of the things that's going on with USD Mexico is that this week they declared that their GDP for Mexico has gone down. I think my boy said 12-14%, something like that. So that means that Mexico, so there you go, right here. So the GDP has just gone really, really down, which means that the peso is probably gonna, USD Mexico is gonna go up here because the peso is going down. And another thing that I think is gonna make this push up really, really well this coming week is that dollar is going bullish. Stimulus package is getting announced, I believe, this week. And we are going to see the dollar reverse from the very, very critical point that it is at the moment, which I will show you just in a second, the DXY chart and the critical point that it is at. So right now, USD Mexico has come down. Sometimes, real quick, to my boy Arturo that's on the Webby, sometimes my mic gets like, it sounds like a robot. Let me know if it gets staticky and I'll switch over to the other mic. All right, so right here, it I believe has come to retest this huge breakout that it did. Bam. Okay, so now we have come and retested that just so that we can go higher. That sounds crazy, right? To go higher, but at the same time, whenever me and my business partner said that this was gonna go to 26, people thought we were crazy. People thought we were crazy, and we hit 25, about 25.60. So, we said that whenever we had broken out and hit around 22, we said we were going to hit 26 higher highs, and we broke and made the higher highs. Now we have come to retest, and I believe we are going back up. So if the GDP of Mexico was announced that it has just dropped the most that it has really in its history of a day, single GDP drop in a day, I believe, then what we would see next with the dollar gaining value this week would be the peso doing something maybe radical like this. So I'm expecting a big move, a move that potentially could swallow this whole thing here. But we'll see. We'll see how high it goes. I am calling it as a buy, and I will show you the best point of entry in this 30-minute chart. So we see it funneling here, and it has a potential to break out of there. Give us a quick movement down to downside and hit around this area before we get out of here if it comes and retraces, if it does that. But at the same time, this could open up gapping maybe somewhere up here and just come and fill that and then go up. So we are looking at this whole action, price action, this whole price action here as a potential drawdown, potential entry zone. So if you carry this whole zone here as a potential entry area, then you have to go and measure your risk from there. So I mean, you would be looking at, if you enter at the first position somewhere, let's say around here, you'll be looking at around a 400 pip stop loss. So you have to remember, it sounds like a lot. I'll show you the profit we're going to. So so you can see what we're gonna gain risking 400 pips. But you have to remember that USD Mexico pays out half, and depending what broker you have on KOT Forex, it's 25 pips equals like 1 pip. Okay, so on KOT Forex, it will take 25 pips to be 1 full pip of payment. And on other brokers like Traders Way, it pays out half. So if you're getting $1 a pip, you will get 50 cents a pip. So you would have to enter double to get a whole. So you get where I'm going with it. So either way, just remember that and calculate your risk depending on your broker. 400 pip risk to really be able to hold the drawdown if it comes to the second entry. And we will be going for a just back to the top of 1500 pip take profit. So 1500 pip take profit 1 would be my area where I would try to liquidate some of the entries, and where we could see a retracement all the way back down maybe. I do believe we will see a double top up here and a potential higher high on this, but I mean 1500 is where I suggest for you to take some of them profits out of the table, so you'll be risking 400 to get in the bag around 1500. 1-to-3 ratio, about, not too shabby. But going on to the other trades, it's just USD Mexico. I wanted to show y'all real quick since it was already on there. Sentiment will focus on U.S. tensions ahead of Mexico meeting. If you want to go and read that on your own time later. But AUD USD, I'm going to show you all the USD pairs. Before I do that, let me show you DXY. How about that? So, DXY. Boom. Okay, so DXY, we're here on the daily. I'm going to zoom it out to the weekly. Okay, so on this weekly chart, you can see where the dollar has pretty much started its life up here and has been making yearly lows every, 10, 12 years or so. And then it goes up and makes a lower high. Bam. So you get the point. It's in a huge channel for people that trade, for my traders out there. It's not hard to see. It's on a huge channel. And we're here right now. Okay, we're on this huge trend line that it's been going up on. Bam. Broke through that. Been up here since then, holding this price action, holding it. All right, so I'll show you what this drawing's, what I'm seeing. So, because I am bearish on the dollar, I am bearish right now. I see it go. I see it going bullish. I see it bouncing off of this fourth touch on this major weekly trend line. And then I'll show you what I see happening. So these days coming ahead. Back to the weekly. Reset the chart. Hide the drawings. Boom. What is right there underneath my drawings? A beautiful weekly doji, and I knew that this week might just do some messing around to build this doji, but it did some crazy moves and it got me, man. I ain't even gonna lie, it got me. But it is beautiful. It ended as I had initially predicted. So even after the crazy moves, it has closed beautifully. It could not have been nicer. Now we're gonna bring the drawings back into life. Bam. So we are here inside our zone. We're gonna zoom it in to the 4 hours. Okay, so this was my initial drawing from the week. I said the week opened up here, guys. This is where the week opened up. So since we had opened up outside of this trend, I said that we were gonna go up and touch this trend line. And once we touch that trend line, we were either gonna come back down and potentially touch a lower low here before breaking out of this blue trend line here. As you could see, we did go up and touch it, and then we came and we didn't go all the way down, but we made a slightly a retest, pretty much a retest, not even slightly. I was gonna say a slightly higher high, lower high, but it actually came and just cleared out the entries that anybody had there. Beautiful retest, double touch, clearing them out before it actually went and broke this trend line. So now that it broke that trend line, this week coming up, I see it possibly retouching and then going up if we don't wake up down. If we don't wake up here and then close the gap and then keep on going up. But this week coming up, I definitely see a bullish week, bullish as can be. I'm gonna be getting my positions in. I'm gonna be keeping my eye on this DXY. I'm gonna see what it's doing. I'm gonna see what the best entry would be. I'm gonna delete this, guys. It's getting in my way. I just wanted to show y'all before I deleted it. Okay, so bam. So right here, either retouch right around this area, or we wake up here and retouch somewhere around this area. Either way, this is the zone I will be looking at to enter. Stop loss underneath this right here. I'm gonna make that a nicer, boom, underneath this action. So that's what my stop loss will be. As far as the dollar pairs, the dollar should not go lower than that to give us the nice entry. If it does go lower than that, then I'm gonna get probably stopped out. But then we'll see how that goes. All right, so I'm just, I'm talking too much on this. Okay, let's go to the next trades. Just wanted to show you the dollar, and I'm gonna go and zoom out real quick right before, because yeah, I'm bullish on it. I'm bullish on it all the way to this area. So this area up here. But after that, I'm debating with some of my other traders what's gonna happen after that. They say that they believe scenario number one, we're gonna break through. We're gonna break through this yearly, weekly, and we're gonna freaking dump depression time. Or we're gonna freaking we're gonna pump. We're gonna pump all the way up to election. We're gonna get Trump elected, and then depression for the rest of the term that he's gonna be serving. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. The thing I'm waiting on is this trend line here, this blue one up here on this 4-hour chart. Once we push all the way up and we're in this area, if we break this trend line, we're gonna pump. We're gonna pump. We're gonna fill that yearly, weekly lower low. This is 1986. This is 2001. This is 2020, I guess you would say. And then the lower lows. The crash of 92. The crash of 2008. The crash of 2023, 2024 or so. I don't know. We'll see, right? Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Moving on. We're going to Euro USD, and then we're going to do USD CAD, and I believe that will be it. Yep, that will be it. Euro USD and USD CAD. So hang on with me, okay? Just hold on. We're going to get some more pips on here. We're going to get some badass freaking trades, man.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
Have I gone through AUD USD? I haven't, right? Oh, bro. AUD USD, Euro USD, USD CAD. So I'm about to give y'all about 1,500 pips minimum and about 3,000 pips if you hold on to this trade. I'm about to give y'all some crazy shit. So check this out. Euro USD, we're gonna hide this. All right. So on this weekly, on Euro USD, it pretty much does the opposite of what the dollar has been doing. The dollar since its birth, it has been losing value. The euro since its birth, it has slowly been gaining value. Okay, so I believe that we are wrong drawing. I believe that we are at a higher high here. Boom. And well, I guess you could say this whole area right here. You know, this is the next higher high that we are at. And we're about to break through this. But first, before we break through it, they're gonna pump it with the stimulus. They're gonna pump it with these checks that are coming. They're gonna try to save the economy one last round, right? Before we go to shit. So the divergence that I am getting from this daily divergence. I'm gonna hide this real quick again. So you see that, and you see this lower little peak. Now we go to the force, and boom, it met it right there, slightly higher high, either way, right next to it. And then look at this beautiful lower low divergent. So it has signaled to me the same thing that the dollar has signaled, that it is about to rebound, that they are about to send these stimulus checks out to try to save it again. So this is what happened the first time, guys. This is coronavirus. This is them trying to save it with the stimulus package. That's what the stimulus package did. It took over the whole freaking thing that the coronavirus did the first wave. All right. And then what did I tell my people? This is just them trying to save it. We're about to go to shit. And what has happened since? Over 1,000 pips, guys. So now what am I saying is going to happen next? Now that we have touched our target all the way at this weekly level, I am saying that we have reached the point of return, okay, where we are returning to the breakout zone, which is around this level here, according to the Fibonacci level, okay? So we will be returning to around this zone here. And once we return to that zone there, once we have caught ourselves a nice little, let me measure that out. Where we at? Okay, we're right here. So we're going somewhere around this level. Bam, nice little 300 pips, you know, to grow the account, grow the account with those nice little 300 pips, boom, in the bag. And then you take profit on that. Keep an eye on it. We're going to touch around this level here, Fibonacci. The dollar will let us know when to rebound, okay, when to switch the position. But I believe that it will be somewhere around here where we broke out. Retouch the breakout zone, and then we switch the position because we will break out of this weekly trend line, and the DXY will break out of that fourth touch that it has on its weekly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This next time that it touches is gonna break that. It's gonna break that trend line. Once that breaks that, once euro, oh my God, once DXY breaks that trend line, euro USD will follow with its trend line break of its weekly time frame. So whenever that happens, come on, we're going all the way up. I know that when I started trading, I didn't feel comfortable holding swings. I would see these, like let's say that I could have seen that, and I at the beginning it was like, well, I don't know if that's really how trading works. Yes, it is. It is how it works. So this is what I'm telling you guys, that I think, like deep in my trader heart, that we have the potential to swing for a 2,000 pip swing, guys. That's what I see in these charts. And if you're really looking at some crazy stuff, at some like, oh man, you really wanted to risk it for the biscuit, because 2,000 pips to me is just in the bag. It's inevitable to me as a trader. That's what I see. 2,000 pips, inevitable. It's gonna happen. But as a longer time frame, as the DXY really crashing to what I see crashing to what is coming in these next couple of years, you're looking at around a 6,000 pip hold, which is nothing too crazy, right? But at the same time, it's it's a very big opportunity to make some money for some of us little fish out here, right? Some of us average Joes, right? So if you have, let's say, $1,000 and you put in a standard on there and it goes up 6,000 pips, you would be risking, let's say, around 30 to 40 pips. So you'd be risking around $300 to $400 out of your $1,000, and then a potential of well, how about we do this? I'll show you even better. So how long did it take last time to do a move like that? It took, oh, come on. All right. It took about 7,000 pips. It says 1,582 days. So how long is that? Oh man, I didn't even. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Okay, so it took 2,300 days. So hey Siri, what is 2,300 divided by 380?
2,300 divided by 380 is about 6.0526.
So I don't know why I said 380. I know there's 365 days in a year, whatever. Close enough. That means it would take 6 years, guys. In 6 years, you would have had $70,000 at 7,000 pips. So that's crazy. So that's $70,000. About 12,500 or so every year, something like that. Not bad at all, guys. I'm just giving you a long term. I'm giving you the real potential, of this trade. Now, if you just want to cash out this week coming up some bread, I'm gonna let you know what's up with it. All right, because it's not a buy this week, guys. I know I just gave you the long term buy, but this week, I said what's gonna go down. Literally, what's gonna go down? Euro USD. That's what's gonna go down. So don't try to buy it this week. You're gonna end up losing money. So either way, this is what's going on this week, guys. We have made the double top. We have made the divergence. We have made the doji. We have sealed the deal as far as the sell goes. So now I'm gonna hide this. We have to either, bam, open up, go up here, touch this trend line Fibonacci level that we have somewhere around this area. Bam, drop and break this trend line that I just hit. Boom, that trend line right there. So that's the first possibility. Second possibility, we open as a gap down here. We close it, close the gap. Bam, get the entry, because that'll be retouching the trend line. Bam. We open as a gap, go up, touch the trend line that we broke out of, and then drop. Those are the two scenarios that can potentially happen once market opens to give us the entries. Okay, so once that happens, we will have our entries. And what's next? We will be risking around 50 pips. Low key, we'll be risking less, but that's just the area from trend line to trend line is 50 pips, so that's what I put there. But I'm gonna call out this trade, and we're gonna be risking about a 20 to 30 pip risk whenever I call it out to the squad. All right, so we're gonna go for 100 pips as the first zone. gets touched and liquidated. So once that first zone gets touched and liquidated, bam, we're going to the second zone. Our second zone, we're going at 200 pips. 200 pips, we will have met the shoulder. We will have met the end of the neck, really, and meeting the shoulder. So we could go sideways, rebound on the shoulder, and might even go all the way back up to retouch the top of the neck, the head, I guess you would say. And then, boom, come back down and fill that shoulder all the way to the next Fibonacci level, which I believe we're going to touch. And if we go down there, then we'll catch another 100 pips where we'll close out the 300 pip move that I am expecting on Euro USD. And we'll end up seeing some divergence hitting around this area, which will give us the entry for the buy, where we will switch. And then I am writing this out for a good while. I'm not sure how long, guys. Will I be able to hold the 5-6 year rally? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know, guys. I might leave a little penny in there. A little penny running. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to catch some really nice pips on this week. On this week going down, we're going to build the account, and then we're going to switch it, and we're going to catch some even nicer profits. There we go. Okay, so on the buy, we're going to end up going at around the same risk, around a 50 pip, 30 pip risk. And then we're going to go and swing it for 1,000 pips. No problem, no worries. Just freaking let it go. Just let it go. Ain't no tripping on it, Billy. So after we let it go, let it ride, if it does give us that entry, because I mean, if they pump the dollar all the way up to the elections, we could see this Euro USD just freaking crash all the way to who knows what area. Who knows what the heck they're going to do this week whenever they pump it. But we'll see if it plays out as far as closing our sell right here. Who knows, man? The sell might just keep crashing and we'll hold it. Who knows? But this is what we're expecting as of right now for technical analysis. Breakout, retest, higher high. All right? So we're going for 1,000 pips on that buy after we close out 300 pip sell. That is Euro USD. And I'm going to give you the outlook on AUD USD and USD CAD. It is pretty much the same outlook, but different pair, which is freaking lit because there's more confluence. You know, not only one of them is saying that it's about to reverse, all of them are saying the same thing. Okay, so higher highs, lower lows. All right, so this shit is about to get lit. It is about to get freaking lit, guys. I don't know who's ready to make some money. If you're not ready to make some money, I don't know what the heck you're doing looking at this video. You're tripping. You need to go open up a broker account. You need to deposit little $50, $100. You need to flip that money because this is the week to do it. I ain't even playing, guys. So right here, we're gonna either same thing, open, retrace, close out this huge freaking drop, and then bam, breakout. Or we're gonna open already broken out, retouch that breakout, bam, all the way down. So same thing, guys. We're gonna touch the first level, which is at this trend line here, which is about 150 pips on this one. On this pair, we will be risking about 50 pips, 30 to 50 pips, a little bit more volatile. But 150 pips will be take profit 1, take profit 2 on this one is about 330 pips. And then the one that we're going for is the 500 pips. So that is the profit that I'm going to try to catch out of this 500 pips. That is the one that I'm going to try to get all my squad to take profit on and hold a little bit, because the way I trade, guys, you know, put in max position. Let's say once we hit here, I will take about 20% profit out of there just to, you know, take some profit and hold in case we go back, right? Hit stop loss. Already made some profit. Boom. Second level, I will take another 20, 30% profit. So now I'm holding 60 to 50%, letting that ride 50 to 60% to the last take profit, which will be 500 pips. So, you know, take profits along the way, guys. Very important. on each pair. Build an account, build an account. Can't go broke taking profits. All right. So bam, once we hit the final stage of that sell, we will do the same. We will switch the position into a buy, and we will take it for a swing. And I'm talking about a pretty big swing. Potential month, 2 months, 3 month tops as far as the swing goes, guys. I think we're gonna see a really nice rally. Shit has been going crazy last couple weeks. So I mean, who freaking knows? We could just be in it for a month and it gives us 1,000 pips. Like real freaking talk, guys. This stimulus check, I don't know how low they're gonna freaking bring it down. How high the dollar's gonna pump. So if the dollar, however high it pumps, it's gonna keep pushing it down. You know what I mean? So we'll keep an eye on it, guys. Either way, make sure you're in this sell. It's gonna be a nice trade, and make sure that you're not risking money that you cannot lose as well, guys. Because shit, the dollar might just crash and go to shit this week, and we all lose our money. Who knows, right? But as far as the charts and what they're telling me, this is an 85 to 90% um, um, what would you call it? High risk possibility of it happening. All right. So it's a high risk potential of it happening at an 85 to 90% in my personal view. So very, very good trade. I would literally, I would risk a pinky. I would risk a finger on this trade, man, this week. So
It's called
all
the
right.
success rate.
What happened?
It's called the success rate.
The success rate of it happening is about 85% in my personal view. All right. So Euro USD, check this out. Check this out. Wait, I already went over Euro USD. My bad.
Yeah, you did.
USDCAD final one is showing us the same thing. Let me see if this is the one I marked up. Yes. So right here, higher highs, higher highs. This is the oil freaking crisis that happened, and this is oil coming back to its regular price, not even regular price, but coming back. And then I'm going to show you the oil chart real quick because I didn't even really know that oil correlated so much with USD CAD until this freaking crash happened. And while all of my pairs, my USD pairs were making money, USD CAD was the only one that was pushing up, which made no freaking sense to me until I found out that it was because it correlated so much with oil. So when oil crashed, that's what made USD CAD rise so much. As it crashed, USD CAD was actually rising. So we went negative. This shit was insane, guys, insane. So now that we're back up here, I do believe, I believe that we are about to see this crash one more time. And maybe not even crash, but go lower. I think we're been consolidating for a while on these weekly candles. I think we're about to see a break out of this area that we have here. And let me see. I can't really see divergence on there on that time frame, but on the daily time frame, you could see that these lower peaks are actually higher peaks on the chart. So it has the divergence really, really nice, really clean on the daily. It doesn't have it on the 4 hours. We'll see the hourly chart if it could show us anything. Not really showing me anything that I can see of importance, but I still see this crashing in these next coming days. I see it going lower, ultimately breaking the price of 3,800. So once it breaks 3,800, guys, know that oil is about to crash. And really, if you're trying to get an entry on this, once it breaks 40, once it breaks 40, in my personal view, we are ready for the rally to go down. All right, so I had a sell stop on this pair whenever we were up here. It never actually touched it. So I will delete that sell stop. I will follow it, and I will put another sell stop where I see fit. That I definitely see it coming down, which going back to the original reason why I brought up oil, USD CAD is gonna follow. Okay, so as man, this week was just freaking first entry, kick me out. Second entry, just messing around, messing around. That was actually a good entry, but it was a bad entry because of this freaking wick that came back and just took me out for no freaking reason. So now I gotta wait and catch it again. So that's the way it goes. But overall, I think that it has made its move down, and it's gonna do the same thing as all the other USD pairs, especially if oil starts falling. Oil falling and USD actually rising at the same time, I think it's gonna make it push even crazier than what it pushed the first time over here. Because when it pushed up here, the dollar was actually crashing. So imagine the dollar not crashing this time, but actually being bullish while oil crashes like it did last time. I think that we could easily see a push all the way up to the zone, all the way up. So 1,000 pips is what I'm calling on USD CAD as well. But on the take profit one that I will be giving my squad will be the 200 pips. All right, 250. So this here, the trend line, this price action of around 136,700, that is where we will be exiting out most of the trade because USD CAD has just been real iffy. I got to see what oil will be doing with it as well once we touch target. But I feel really, 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 really confident that risking our 30 to 50 pips on this pair as well. I know it says 80 there. That's just what it says. Don't start tripping out. So 30 to 50 pips is what we'll be risking on the entry, and we will be going for 250 pips just to be safe. But I will be holding a small position all the way for 1,000 pips. Uh, I'm starting to do bigger swings. I feel way more comfortable doing them, and there's a way bigger payout. So my broker doesn't charge too bad um, for the for the swap. Uh, yeah, for the swap. I totally forgot my lingo there. Okay, so they don't charge too much KOT Forex. I like highly suggest y'all check it out. If y'all having trouble with Jaws brokers, Traders Way is another broker I use, which is cool, but it be giving me a lot of little hassles that I don't like. Hugo's Way, man, it freaking don't use Hugo's Way, guys. Freaking freak Hugo's Way, okay? They be on some shit. I have a recording that I am gonna post on YouTube on my channel of USD JPY actually crashing and going down 30 pips, while on Hugo's Way they were actually pushing it up. Okay, so while on my other account I was making money and everybody else was making money, whoever had Hugo's Way, we were getting finessed and they were trying to go up and touch our stop loss, which is insane. How is it going to be 30 pips in profit and you're pushing it up 15, 20 pips trying to get to my stop loss? So that's another broker I suggest you stay away from. The KOT Forex, check it out. That's pretty much all I got, guys. So remember USD CAD, Euro USD, and AUD USD. And remember that each one of them, especially Euro USD, guys, they have a potential for a huge swing. I don't know about the rest of them. I'm not going to say all of them, but I'm definitely going to say AUD USD and Euro USD have a potential to reach yearly highs. I'm talking about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pip moves. So with that being said, I am gonna end this recording, and I'm gonna start taking questions from homeboy that is right here on the live Webby. So I'll check y'all later. JV Out.